Hey guys, what is up? Mikey Lakers Talk. Let's talk Lakers basketball. All right, so I want to speak on this KCP topic. Been going around on Twitter, people overreacting. This fool is trash. We got to trade this dude. Blah, 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 blah. 27 minutes, 0 points. Listen, if you didn't watch the game and you went on Twitter, you would think KCP is the sole reason we lost. And in fact, he had nothing to do with our loss. All right, I'll be the first to get on KCP when he goes AWOL and takes a million ill-advised shots thinking he's Kobe Bryant. But he didn't do that this game. All right, he played exactly how I want him to play. And he actually played really good defense. I'm going to break down the facts to you. All right, KCP had nothing to do with our loss. He actually played really well. He took 3 shots and he missed 3 shots. If he made all 3 shots, we still would have lost. This loss came down to our superstars' inability to adjust to what Doc Rivers and the Clippers defense was throwing at us. And basically Doc Rivers out coaching Frank Vogel in the end. So that's solely on LeBron James, Anthony Davis' inability to take over the fourth when it was 85-85 with 10 minutes left. And Doc Rivers' coaching plan or defensive plan against LeBron James, basically playing a zone defense, like begging LeBron James to shoot the 3, and Frank Vogel inability to adjust to that. That's your reason for our loss. It had nothing to do with KCP, but we want to throw that out there because we don't want to hold people accountable. We want to throw that out there and just throw out funny stats. 27 minutes, 0 points, blah, blah, blah. Watch the film. KCP played excellent defense on Kawhi Leonard. People, he's too. Let's break down. Listen, I'll be the first to get on KCP when he goes AWOL. When he thinks he's Kobe Bryant and he takes a million ill-advised shots, that's prison ball. That's the KCP we don't want. That's the one where we say ship him out. But then after all the jokes, after all that joking and stuff like that, you'll hear me every now and then. I'll say, listen, on the real, KCP can hoop. He can play really good defense. And if he played the Trevor Ariza role, took decent shots when it came, but played defense and just basically played that limited off the bench role with his good defense, he would actually be a really decent role player, right? And that's what he did this game. In fact, if you watch the game, watch the film when he came in. Watch, he guarded KCP so well, you can't possibly guard him any better without actually fouling him and bumping into him. If you were to put together a video on how to play defense, you could probably use that film and watch how well KCP moved his feet, moved his body, and stayed down on Kawhi Leonard. Basically did everything possible. Even came, like, most of the time, most of the shots came this close to affecting the shot. Kawhi Leonard just basically went playoff Kawhi Leonard and hit some impossible tough shots, 7 for 9 or whatever, during that stretch. It had nothing to do with KCP. In fact, people were saying, oh yeah, but he's too small. KCP is a decent 6'5". He's not a Jordan Clarkson 6'4" and a half, 6'4" in 2 quarters or whatever, 3 quarters. No, he's a decent 6'5" and a half or 6'5". With shoes on, he's probably closer to 6'6". So he's not a small guard. He's actually a very decent sized guard. Kawhi Leonard's what, 6'7"? Sure, he has like some incredibly long arms, but who else are you going to put on Kawhi Leonard? It wasn't going to be 35-year-old LeBron James. He wasn't going to exert that energy. And when you watch the film, Danny Green, though he did a good job on him, and you can say, oh, he shot 4 for whatever against Danny Green. Danny Green didn't even guard him as tightly close as KCP. And though Danny Green's an inch taller, but he doesn't have the... Please. Kawhi Leonard was able to get off the same shots that he did against KCP. Danny Green didn't block any shots. No, but people want to make it out to be Danny Green had an excellent game and he's a good defender. But to be honest with you, KCP defended Kawhi Leonard really, 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 really well. Watch the film. He played him really close, as well as you could even want. And people say, oh, we should have brought in the Freak's brother. Dude, he wouldn't have had the technique that you saw KCP display against. No, he would not. He would have got burned, and please, he would have fouled out. And then people were like, oh, turnovers. KCP had 1 turnover. AD had 3 turnovers. LeBron James had 5. Those are our superstars. And they had 11 points in the second half. That's why we lost. It had nothing to do with KCP. LeBron James, Anthony Davis are superstars. The opposite coach game plans against superstars. Doc Rivers game planned against AD and LeBron James. Coaches always do that. They game plan against superstars. But guess what happens historically? Superstars are superstars for a reason. You can't game plan against them. They'll still go off and get buckets and basically kill you in situations when you game plan against them. But hey, we can't do anything about Michael Jordan. We can't do anything about Kobe Bryant. We game planned him. We double teamed him. He still freaking went for 50. That's just superstars. We game planned against, Kawhi Leonard hit some impossible tough shots. Like every shot he was going in, it was like in that first half when we were defending him, and when they were making that run, I was like, damn, he's making a lot of shots, like tough defended shots, like coming off screens and just hitting. He basically pulled his stupid superstar card out, and it worked. But our superstars, LeBron James and AD, 11 points in the second half, 85-85, and we couldn't adjust and man up. It's on them. However you want to say it, yes, it's game 1. It's first game. You're going to have some mishaps and not know how to play well with each other. But that's the reason. That's the reason we lost. We rely on our superstars. When you're playing a #1 contending team in the NBA, it has to be our superstar to take over. You're not going to rely on you shouldn't be calling out KCP for his salary or whatever and say, oh, no. If he was the reason we lost, I would have been saying it. He had nothing to do with our loss. Dude missed 3 shots. Yeah, he didn't shoot well. Cook didn't even shoot well. Cook, our bench was weak. I mean, it was weak. We didn't have anybody to dribble the ball. We missed. Nobody could dribble the ball and penetrate and play the pick and roll. So we're missing a ball handler. We need LeBron and AD to adjust to game plans like that. And Frank Vogel, obviously in his post game practice speech yesterday, he basically said all the right things. Like he's going to make adjustments. We need to run more. Yeah, we need to get out and run more. We can't be slowing it down, stopping at the half court, dishing it to AD one-on-one, and having a stagnant offense. We can't. We got to keep that. We got to keep pressure on the defense, and run at times. We're not going to run every single time, but we got to run at times. We got to make adjustments, and Frank Vogel was doing that. That's the reason we lost. It had nothing to do with KCP. But I'll be the first to say, when KCP is jacking up shots, he's putting up 13 shots, 16, 17 shots, and he's pulling up at ill-advised times. Dude, ship him out. But if he's going to sit there and play really tight defense, watch the film again. Watch the film against tough offensive players. I'll take that for whatever it is on his 1-year deal. Let's do it. And he took 3 shots. He didn't go crazy. Anyway, that's my thoughts on KCP. That's the facts. Everybody's 20s, blah blah blah. He's making 12 million. What is he making? 8 million? I don't know. It's a 1-year deal. Who cares? But you can have a guy like that come off the bench and play really tight defense and not take that many shots. I don't mind that. We need Kuzma. We need our superstars to take over the game. Hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. I'll holler at you guys.